Hi, my name is Annie. Welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Bible in a year. We read 5 chapters a day in order to complete the Bible in a year. Today we are reading Genesis chapter 29, the arrival in Haran. So this is Jacob going to Laban's house. After Jacob resumed his journey, he came to the land of the Easterners. Mhm. He came to the land of the Easterners. Looking about, he saw a well in the open country, with 3 droves of sheep huddled near it. 4 droves were watered from the well. A large stone covered the mouth of the well. Only when all the shepherds were assembled, there could, sorry, verse 3, only when all the shepherds were assembled, there could they roll the stone away. Aha, so it was a heavy stone. So that's why many shepherds had to come together for them to roll it out. Only when all the shepherds were assembled there could they roll the stone away from the mouth of the well and water the flocks. Then they would put the stone back again over the mouth of the well. Jacob said to them, "Friends, where are you from?" "We are from Haran," they replied. Then he asked them, "Do you know Laban, son of Nahor?" "We do," they answered. He inquired further, "Is he well?" "Yeah, he is," they answered. "And here comes his daughter Rachel with his flock." So women would also herd, they would also shepherd flocks for those who think women should not work. Anywho, there is still much daylight left. It is hardly the time to bring the animals home. Why don't you water the flocks now and then continue pasturing them?" "We cannot," they replied, "until the shepherds are here to roll the stone away from the mouth of the well. Only then can we water the flocks." While he was still talking to them, Rachel arrived with her father's sheep. She was the one who tended to them. As soon as Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of his uncle Laban, with the sheep of his uncle Laban, he went up, rolled the stone away from the mouth of the well, and watered his uncle's sheep. Ah, okay. So a stone that could only be rolled out by many herdsmen, Jacob did it by himself because he saw Rachel. Hmm. As soon as Jacob saw the sheep of his uncle Laban, he went up, rolled the stone away from the mouth of the well, and watered his uncle's sheep. Then Jacob kissed Rachel and burst into tears. Ha. He told her that he was her father's relative, Rebecca's son, and she ran to tell her father. When Laban heard the news about his sister's son Jacob, he hurried out to meet him. After embracing and kissing him, he brought him to his house. Jacob then recounted to Laban all that had happened, and Laban said to him, "You are indeed my flesh and blood. You did all those crazy things, stealing your brother's birthright, walking through the wilderness in order to run from him so that you may be saved, and still manage to hear the voice of God. Truly, you are from my bloodline." So, what happens here? Marriage to Leah and Rachel. After Jacob had stayed with him a full month, Laban said to him, "Should you serve me for nothing just because you are a relative of mine? Tell me what your wages should be." Now Laban had 2 daughters. The older one was called Leah and the younger Rachel. Leah had lovely eyes. But Rachel was well formed and beautiful. She had a proper figure and she was beautiful as well. Since Jacob had fallen in love with Rachel, he answered Laban, "I will serve you 7 years for your daughter Rachel." Laban replied, I prefer to give you I prefer to give her to you rather than to an outsider. Stay with me then. So Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, yet they seemed to him but a few days because his love for her. Like, can you imagine working at a company for 7 years and doing it with all your love because of one particular person? Hmm. Then Jacob said to Laban, "Give me my wife that I may consummate my marriage with her, for my term is now completed. My term is now completed." So Laban invited all the local inhabitants and gave a feast. At nightfall, he took his daughter Leah, his firstborn, and brought her to Jacob. And Jacob consummated the marriage with her. Basically, they tricked him. Laban assigned Laban assigned his slave girl Zilpah to his daughter Leah as her maidservant, as her nurse, as her, one who attends to her. In the morning, Jacob was amazed. It was Leah. So he cried out to Laban, "How could you do this to me? Was it not for Rachel that I served you? Why did you dupe me like this?" "It is not the custom in our country," Laban replied, "to marry off the younger daughter before the older one. Finish the bridal week for this one, and then I will give you the other one too, in return for another 7 years of service to me." Oh my goodness. So duped him, then made him work again for another 7. So you still want this other girl? No problem, I'll give you. But you'll work another 7. Jacob agreed. So that's how much Jacob was into Rachel. Jacob agreed. He finished the bridal week for Leah, which was part of customary that you spend the first whole week of a wedding took a whole week. So he had to spend a whole week with this new wife. And then Laban gave him his daughter Rachel in marriage. So he finished his week of marriage to Leah. Then now he can marry Rachel. Laban assigned his slave girl Bilhah to his daughter Rachel as her maidservant. Jacob then consummated his marriage with Rachel also, and he loved her more than Leah, but he remained in Laban's service another 7 years. Jacob's children. When the Lord saw that Leah was unloved, the Lord is the one who's seeing that Leah is unloved. He made her fruitful. You're the one who's hated. I'll make your womb fruitful. While Rachel remained barren, the one who's actually loved remained barren. Leah conceived and bore a son, and she named him Reuben. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, where are we? Reuben. For she said, "It means the Lord saw my misery. Now my husband will love me." So the name Reuben actually means a son. Look, a son. That's actually the meaning of the name Reuben. She conceived again and bore a son. Again. And said, "It means the Lord heard that I was unloved, and therefore he has given me this one also." So she named him Simeon. So Simeon, I think in Hebrew terms, means the Lord hears, something like that, something to that effect. The Lord hears. Again, she conceived and bore a son. Okay, Leah is on a roll. And she said, "Now at last my husband will become attached to me, since I have now borne him 3 sons." That is why she named him Levi, meaning he will become attached. So it's an attachment. The name Levi is like attachment. Once more, again, she conceived a son, and she said, "This time I will give grateful praise to the Lord." Therefore, she named him Judah. For she named him Judah. And of course, Judah means praise. The Lion of Judah. We praise the Lion of Judah, the one who's worthy of all our praise. Then she stopped bearing children. We continue chapter 30 in the next one.